Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. So about 1 year ago, I decided that I wanted to do some wheel and suspension mods to my Tesla Model 3 dual motor. So this is an all-wheel drive dual motor. All I've done to it is just replace some badges and put on the rear carbon wing. The car's been a real pleasure to drive. Having never driven an EV before, I was impressed by the performance and in particular the torque. But of course, because it's a car that appeals to the masses, it can't be too hard in suspension and it can't be soft either. So it's got to carry the weight of the battery. I think this car weighs something like 1,800 kilograms, and standard it does like 4.2 0 to 100, and I think 12.2 on a quarter mile. And about a year ago, before I started having a sickness and illness, I decided that I was going to purchase some rims, coilovers and some rear camber arms. And I'd had a look at a whole bunch of people's cars from America and thought, all right, I saw there was a shop called, I think it was System Motorsports, that sold a lower off spec of some raised wheels I wanted for this car. But what I noticed was I found some posts from people saying that if you install rear camber arms to try and take out tire wear because they had such a low offset, they were a custom offset that wasn't even in the raised catalogue. So they've obviously done a deal and produced them. If you installed those, then there was all these issues with people wearing out tires. So I thought, no, I'm going to do it the right way. I'm going to purchase the official raised ones from their catalogue, which I know that would fit, and purchase some Whiteline rear camber arms so that then I can get the camber dialed in. And I would look at purchasing some BC Racing coilovers. So I'd had a look at a number of coilovers, and there were some nice looking brands that had great reviews in America, but of course the shipping was detrimental to a person that's in Australia. So I decided to go through BC Racing, which I believe the Australian distributor was JustJap, which I've purchased parts from for 20 odd years. So I went ahead and got it. I went and got some tires as well, but unfortunately when I got sick I wasn't able to do anything for about a year. So I actually had them, all these parts, sitting at home, created an Instagram account, and yeah, basically it's been, I can't tell you how agonizing it's been to sit at home with some raised wheels, brand new BC Racing, brand new wheels, BC Racing coilovers, Whiteline camber arms. Yeah, just absolutely killer. But tomorrow that changes. All right, so I thought I'd come home and do an unbox here, which beats doing it on the floor at a car park at a shopping centre. So here we've got the BC Racing. So these are the BR type. They're a gold set, height adjustable and dampener adjustable. So front and rear, I think when I purchased them through JustJap, they were about $1,500 on sale. And as I said, I bought these about a year ago or so. Raise, wheel nuts, TPMS sensors directly through the Tesla store. So there shouldn't be any issues there. I purchased these Whiteline rear adjustable camber arms. So these I think were around $350 or so at the time. And then I've got these pucks, which if you're not sure, these are what you need to have your car on a hoist or to jack up the car. You've got to have this. They go underneath the car like such, front and rear. So I just purchased some of those as well. Just quickly, I forgot to mention that when you purchase coilovers for the Tesla, I'm not quite sure if there is a difference between them, but because I've got a dual motor, which is the all-wheel drive, you can see here that there is a distinguishing listing. So this is the pre-Highland series. I don't know if these particular ones will fit the Highland, but you'll be able to find them on the BC Racing store anyway. And here's the wheels. Super nice blast bronze. Now these are a type of Ray's TE37 Ultra M Spec. These wheels are different to most that you'll find on Japanese cars because these wheels actually have a 14mm stud pattern, so instead of 12. So if you have a look through the groups, or if you have a look at people that just go and buy these wheels and they're trying to get a cheap deal on these wheels or some sort of knockoffs, and they go and buy them and then they get them home, they go to fit them to the car and they can't get them over the wheel studs because the wheel studs are too large, just like on the R35. So you have to get them drilled, which is dodgy as. If you're going to go that route, why not just buy the proper thing from Ray's, just like I have. So let's have a look at the stats. 19 by 9.5 plus 34 offset. So as you can see, 5 by 114.3. That's what they look like on the inside. Brand new, and as I said, literally have just been sitting in my house, and it has been very, very painful to just look at them for approximately a year. Oh, just before we go, I forgot to mention that, of course, the wheels came with the valves for the tyres. So that is the whole lot. Let's cut to AK Racing. Alright, so here we are at AK Racing at 21 Lathe Street, Virginia, and I'm looking forward to going in, checking out the shop, seeing the guys, as I haven't been here for about a year, and yeah, just dropping the car off to get the work done. So this place is so huge. This used to be another business, LU World I think it was, but now it's like all their race cars that have been worked on are in there, the main admin office, and this looks very familiar to me. They've got the sign up here, which wasn't here, I don't know, just over a year ago when I came here last. But yeah, just check out the different sorts of cars they've got here. Okay guys, so it's a couple of days later now, so I've actually got the car back from the boys at AK Racing. So Blake at the shop, who did plenty of work on my Evo 10, did the complete install of the suspension, rear camber arms to this car. Alan, if I could just have the car dropped about 2 centimeters, just because I've got a crazy driveway, which I'll just show you a shot of right now. So this is a video of my car reversing and getting to the very bottom of my driveway heading into my garage, and there is a footage here showing what the front looks like once the rear wheels have actually reached the garage. So as you can see, it's always been a problematic garage, but I never really wanted to have this car dumped to the ground, but I know that with these coilovers it can go right down to the tire. So I'm just really happy that the way it is, I don't have to do any height adjustments on the rear. Now on the front, it can go down about another centimeter at a guess, because you can see from this footage that I've got some leeway, that the front bumper won't actually hit the driveway. In any case though, for those who have seen the videos online about BC racings, and there was one American video in particular where the guy was just saying, oh, it's just brutal, it's like it's just so hard. BC Racing did a revision to these coilovers somewhere around a year ago, which is about when I purchased them. And at that time, I believe they changed the spring, the stiffness of the springs. I'm not sure if they did any valve adjustments, but in any case, prior to getting these installed, not really understanding if they were able to be clicked, sort of adjusted, I just set them both front and rear to full 100% soft setting, and the car is softer, the suspension is quieter than standard. Of course they're brand new shocks, but my car only has 13,000 kilometers on it, and yeah, so it's way better than the stock suspension. So I tried even just turning the rear suspension in particular, because the car's a dual motor, and when this car launches it's got an amazing amount of torque, quite good. So I thought, yeah, it wouldn't hurt to just have some stiffer settings on the rear shocks. Just set them 5 clicks towards harder, so nothing much at all. I think they've got like 30 odd, maybe 32, 35 adjustable settings. So I'm just going to, over, every couple of days, I'm just going to keep bringing them 5 clicks up, 5 clicks up, until I get it to a setting that I'm happy with. But as you can see, here they are. So they're 19 by 9.5, and as you can see with the rear camber arms, now I'll just say, I said to Alan, don't do any alignment, anything like that, just do a string alignment, do it by eye. So that's what Blake did, and when I drove out of a shop, the car was perfectly straight. Okay guys, so this video recording was made in August of 2025, but for the last couple of months, due to ongoing health problems, I haven't been able to upload the video. I just wanted to say that the suspension install and the service from Alan and the boys at AK Racing was perfect as usual. Very much the same experience I had when I had my Lancer Evolution. The car launches, stops and turns really well, and the wheel and tyre package is just head turning, really neat. And as you can see, I've ceramic coated the car and installed window tinting. Just really happy with the car and don't feel like I need to do any further mods from here. I just wanted to say that I'm really happy with the outcome. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you're wanting to think about speaking with the shop about getting the install done, hit up AK Racing through their Facebook page or give them a call. Tell them I sent you, and I think that you'd be really happy with the outcome. This shop is based in Brisbane, Australia, but sure enough, they take cars from all over the country to do work on. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Bye for now.